Hello. Hello, hello. Welcome to today. Today's going to be a simple, short stream, probably. I was going to do this anyway, so I was like, hey, why not do it live? Could be fun. So we're just here to review some matches. So, during the open beta, I played a lot of Jury, who's probably going to be who I end up playing when the game comes out, too. She's just my favorite character, and she's fun to play, so I don't really have anything else I want to ask for. So she's the whole package for me, so I'm just probably going to keep playing Jury. I know that reviewing the matches isn't going to give me information on certain things. So it's not going to tell me what combos I should be doing better or, that kind of stuff. Because the beta combos and all that, those are all going to change anyway. So what I'm looking for is, because I'm not a Street Fighter player, but I want to become one. Because I really, really want to play Street Fighter 6 as like my main thing. Because it is so, so fun. So I'm going to need to learn Street Fighter stuff. So I was lucky enough to find a platinum Jury, I think, in the on I think it was on Sunday. While I was playing around, I managed to find a platinum Jury for me to try things against, and sort of see why they were better than me, right? And I'm pretty sure it's probably going to tell me some stuff, things that are probably super basic, and like any Street Fighter players watching would just be like, "Oh, that's so obvious. It's this." But like that's not something I know. Right? I've been in fighting games for only a couple years now, and Street Fighter was not one of them. Like I tried it out cuz I was like, "Oh, it could be fun." It was like the big game at the time. And yeah, that's it. The only games that I actually played a good amount of were Dragon Ball Fighters. I played like okay amount, and then Guilty Gear Strive is really the first one that I like actually played, like tried to get good at, learned a whole bunch of stuff, put in like hundreds of hours, kind of thing. Strive is basically my first fighting game. And so moving on to something like Street Fighter, which is again a completely different set of like skills. Well, not completely different, but a different set of skills. So I just got to learn and find out what we got to do there. And as usual, reminder: if you are watching and you're not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. Hello, Athena, because we're almost to our goal where I'm going to beat Street Fighter 6 without using movement at all. And hopefully that turns out okay. But either way, I guess let's get into the Platinum Jury replays that I had saved. Because I want to see exactly what it... Because it's actually interesting. I did okay in the beginning of these. As in, like, we went kind of back and forth for a bit. And then suddenly I got locked out and they just beat me for the rest of the first to 10. So clearly there's something that I'm missing. And it kicks in around, I think, like game 4 or 5. So it's like I got plenty of stuff to figure out. I got to learn this Street Fighter thing. Oh, and we have our trusty notes. All right, so he just went in, huh? Oh my God, VLC, why are you crushing the shit out of this? Okay. Guessing coders aren't probably not gonna like Street Fighter 6's fancy stuff. Oh, that's right. Ignore this part. I just wanted to make sure I had all of the meters and stuff on. Hey, I got him with a stupid drive impact. That was the one thing I felt good about in the beta, was my drive impact usage. Technically, it was pretty scrubby, but at the same time, like, it was fine. Like, all good. Because it's mostly a scrub killer move, and I was using it to kill scrubs, so what more could you want? Alright, he anti-aired me. Threw me. Woke up DP'd. Good DI reaction. Okay, seems pretty simple. Anti-airs. I know for a fact I'm going to need to work on those. Because that was something that by the end of the beta I was like, damn, I really need to work on my anti-airs. We're here, yes. We're back at it again. Is there no audio for this? Alright, I don't think there's any audio for this. I thought there was going to be in-game audio, so I didn't put on anything. Let me just put on my, my BGM. Oh god. Sorry if I just blasted anyone's ears off. Let me... I could probably be a bit better than that. So we got something in the background. I thought there was in-game audio, but I guess I didn't record that. Like a dummy. Okay. I think the thing that helped me the most was anti-airs and throws. Yeah, see, throws, I actually feel like I got the throw game in Street Fighter 6 down very well by the end of the beta. Like, the DIs and throws, I feel like I got figured out by the end. But, almost everything else, I was like, bro, I don't know. Like, you know, what's the right thing to do in neutral? You know, how do I structure a block string in Street Fighter? That's my biggest one, is I don't know how to structure my pressure. Because like in like Guilty Gear and like the anime games, it's super easy to structure that pressure because it's just kind of like light, medium, heavy, special, and like reset if you can't, like that kind of stuff. But in Street Fighter, you don't get to like chain many things, and most things are minus. So it's like, how do I really get like a strong pressure string going? So, thought you were going to wear the glasses I put on during my thumb. No, unfortunately, I didn't put a glasses on this model. Probably should have. It would have been really cool. A lot of it comes from the driver stuff. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is it sort of functions as like your reset for the block strings, but I just didn't do any of it. That's where the plus frames come from. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I think the biggest thing is that like I was using DI to scrub kill a lot versus this platinum jury. But I feel like they just like perfectly adapted to DI by the time I just started losing everything. And you know, it'll do what it does. God, I'm a DI abuser. Oh, I did my combo. I did my big thing. Hell yeah. That's the one thing I was really practicing, was that big cash out. And I landed it. All right. Speaking of the BGM, probably have it on loop. That's a good idea. Note to self. Professional streamer, by the way. Okay. Dude, I'm just... Nobody's ready for the Scrub Killer DI, I do. Oh, that was one of my favorite things. I hope this still works at launch. Is post DP with Jury, you can get like a drive rush overhead. And you know, just go into more stuff. Yeah, they were waiting for it. Because at that point, I've been very predictable with it, because I've just been spamming it. If the scream isn't stuffed cuffed, are you really streaming? That's a good point. You have to embrace it. That's what makes you a streamer, is embracing the scuffness. Jury's dive kick is so good. Yeah, so in the beginning, it looks like a lot closer, which is what I was expecting, because like I said, we went pretty back and forth for the first few games until they like figured something out. Like a hole in my game plan. I'm assuming it was based around DI, but I'm not sure. Because this was also just like in the middle of everything. Because I'm trying to remember, I think I climbed into silver something or other by the time the beta was over, but I think I would have kept climbing if I had more time. Because I only really started like grinding ranked on Sunday, so all I had was just the one day of gaming. And I climbed all the way from like, I think like Iron 2 to like Silver 3 or something. So it was like, I'm pretty sure I probably would have kept going until I actually settled at my rank, but I don't know what it is. I'm assuming like maybe low gold or high silver. Jury who I plan to focus on when the game comes out? Yes. Yeah, I think, like, I love Jury, and like she's super fun, so I don't think I really have a reason to play anyone else. Like maybe if there was like something about her that I didn't like, maybe, you know, oh, I'll try this or that, but like I have no reason not to love everything about her, so I'm probably just gonna keep playing her. I might dabble in other characters just to like learn stuff and maybe have fun, but Jury's definitely gonna be the character I'm playing the most. Because what more can I ask for? I love the character, and the character plays very fun. Yes, this is actually something that happened to me a lot, mostly when I was fighting, like, Platinums, and I don't think I actually fought a Diamond. Because a lot of, like, casual games, you just, like, find random ranked people. But when I was fighting a lot of Platinums, a lot of them would do this. So they would just, like, poke in neutral, and then during the poke, they would buffer the drive rush cancel, where you would, like, dash in. So like this, and then so they get it, and then that also gives them the time and ability to react to drive impact from anything, because you can drive impact out of a drive rush. The one thing I do know, because if I wasn't drive impacting, they would just get to start their pressure. But if I was drive impacting, they just got to drive impact back, so they got a full combo, and then, you know, regen some of their own drive gauge, because they just spent 4 bars type of a thing. But like this, it seems like really good to just like put out a neutral button that is cancelable and just like buffer in, not like a move that deals damage, but just drive rush, and then you get in. It's like really, really good. That was the biggest thing I noticed when I was like playing this person. I just realized I'm not actually the right size in here. Okay, that should be better. At least a bit better. Okay. Anti-airs, yep, we knew that. Actually, let me put that in the notes, what I just mentioned. Buffer, drive rush, cancel from neutral pokes. That shit's good. I wonder if there's anything really interesting to say here. So I just kind of got poked in neutral, right? Oh, and they did the thing again. They did a low medium kick, buffered drive rush cancel. If it hits, you get a combo. If it's blocked, you get pressure. If they DI or try to armor through it, then you get to DI them. So it's like, it is like the option select, or like the good shit, right? Like, it's just what you should be doing. If you have the drive gauge to do it, you should 100% be buffering drive rush cancel out of your neutral buttons, I think. Yep, then I got thrown, attack. Yep, so they do it. They get a full combo because of, like I just said, if it hits, you just get a combo. This I found was so strong. I was doing it so much to everybody. It's just like jumping when you knock them down in the corner, because all of the invincible wake up options, they all like move you pretty far forward. So they'll actually usually go past you and completely whiff you. So you're just completely free to continue your pressure or get like a punish counter DP hit, because they just whiffed their overdrive wake up. So like it was really good. I was abusing that by the end. That is something that I assume will still probably be around once the game actually launches, because that's not something that's going to change, like, you know, the frame data or whatever. It's just OD wake ups always go like forward pretty much. So like a neutral jump, knockdown in the corner. Yeah, and then I just got hit by a wake up reversal. It'd be like that. But I guess, because to be fair, so here I do actually have a charge, so I actually could do like fireball Oki, so I don't have to do this rock paper scissors that I'm doing here, right? Because I don't have enough health to properly gamble, so I should probably like use fireball Oki. That's probably a good idea. Yeah, because I just built the charge on the combo. I can do fireball, chill, and then I can just start my pressure afterwards without having to, again, worry about wake up reversal at all. Because it's like, it's a gamble that's normally fine to take, except when wake up reversal means you lose the game, right? Like, then suddenly there's a lot more weight on it, so you should just play safer. Especially in RPS, not in my favor. But fair, I think that's something I should probably just do more often, is use Juri's Fireball. Because, like, it's actually so good, just, like, sweeping along the ground like that. She doesn't win the Fireball war, but she does, like, it's just strong. So, I think they just did it again. Like just low. Or, no. Yeah, it's coming up here. So it's just a low hit into the drive rush cancel. Again, it hit, so they just got a full combo. Which is great, because that's also great damage from a neutral poke. And then, you know, they just start doing Oki stuff. I mash on wake up, because, I mean, hey, why not? Hit him with that drive impact again. That was something I feel like I was just taking advantage of their autopilot, and then when they actually got used to, like, controlling their autopilot and not just doing whatever they want, that's when the drive impact stopped working. Because most juries will just autopilot do Fuha after, like, you know, a quote-unquote blocked attack. And if they just assume you're going to block, they're just going to do that automatically, and that's why I was getting away with so many drive impacts. Yeah, use it a lot whenever people knock you down. Yeah, the Juri Fireball is, like, really good, especially because she can just walk behind it. So she takes no risk while just continuing to do Oki. It's so strong. And in neutral, you can walk behind it too. And if they jump, you can anti-air, and if they don't, you start your pressure. It's very, very strong, I think. So I think I need to calm down. Okay, so I get my combo. I actually back off, and I just respect the wake-up option to the mash, and then we're just chilling. And then I'm going to do some neutral, so I'm like poking, I'm like DI. I'm like, oh, none of that worked. I'm going to jump dive kick. I just need to, like, chill out. Right? I just got to, like, wait to see what they're going to do. I'm, like, trying to make everything happen at all times. Oh, yeah, this was the... To be fair, this part was clean, though, actually. On the knockdown, I did the drive rush overhead into a full cash-out combo that's, like, guaranteed to kill from there. Unless I mess up the input. I spoke too soon. So, like, I just messed up the input. You're just supposed to do super there, DP, anything, and then they just die. But I was about to praise my old self, but looks like no praise. So instead, I just try to make something happen by jumping in and then jabbing. Yep. Yeah, I think I'm just too antsy. I'm, like, too used to, like, Guilty Gear Strive, where it's just like, if you're not, like, you should just make something happen, and you'll usually be rewarded. And I think I just need to chill out and, like, actually play the game, like, reaction game. Because, like, once I just start swinging, I just don't stop pressing buttons. Why does VLC skip back so far? Because it's like, okay, so I block some shit, I wait, okay, so they stopped their turn, so now it's my turn. So I poke, I do Fuha, and then I DI to make something happen. Like, I just need to chill out. I just need to do, like, a poke, see what they do. Poke, see what they do. Like, be patient. It's okay to wait and see what they do. If I could type today. So I think that's just something I gotta get used to. Damn, that is some damage. What was this combo? So it was just a, this wasn't the DI punish, right? Was it? No. Oh, so they just did a full, so they just did wake up, like, button, I got hit, so they did a combo into drive rush cancel into the big combo into level 3, and then I just ate. How much does it actually say it ended up being? 32, 36, 43%? Wow. Yeah, that's fair. And that actually only cost them, I think, 3 drive gauge. Yeah, that only cost them 3 drive gauge, which in Street Fighter 6, your level 3, you usually build back at least two of your drive gauge bar during your cinematic. So, definitely a good thing. I decided to wake up super because at this point, why not? I was already losing the round. I'm in burnout. Yeah. Just taking risks. Which is actually funny, because like after the Wake Up Super, I took my risk. I should probably be playing safe. Alright, so we're doing the Fireball game. So that was just a bad DP, right? So like I just fucked up my anti-air. I'm just bad, is basically what that comes down to, and I lost the round for it. Because I was wondering, I was like, the DP just was too late, and or not far enough. So I should have just like ignored it. Dash in, try to make something happen. I'm pressing buttons, I'm trying to make shit happen. Now I get thrown. I have no respect, and honestly, it's kind of a vibe. I don't like giving people respect in the fighting games until they earn it. And to be fair, this jury did technically earn it, but I just don't think I ever really gave them too much. Yeah, I mean, that was a quick, clean round from them. The throws in Street Fighter 6 are like so overpowered. Yeah, that... so on Wake Up, what they're doing... So this might be just like a jury thing. Jury Wake Up, meaty... MP... to MP, because that links. So if it hits, then you just have time to confirm and go into more. And then you just like go into DRC... MP. So like, this is just a sequence that like lets you see if they just get opened up, right? And then if they do, you get your like full combo and just go nuts. Because unless they like change this link, which I don't think they will, that seems to be a link that they like, is like meaty punch, crouching medium punch. Like Ryu has that stuff still too, for example. So like this like wake up block string is probably going to be totally fine and like potent. And then like after the medium punch you can do like throw instead. You can do like, this is a really good block string like rock paper scissors situation that I think I should probably just implement once we're back. Because I just think it's strong. Okay. Why did this do so much damage? What happened? Oh, and then they canceled it into... Okay. Yeah, so that they've just been doing the exact same thing over and over again, which is on Wake Up, they do this meaty. If it hits, they just confirm it into the big damage. And if it doesn't, they just keep doing pressure by either implementing throw, doing it again, or just backing off. So it's like... This has got to be like the good stuff. So I just have an actual proper pressure sequence. Parentheses. Yeah. When actually, let me just realize my notes are kind of huge. Probably going to want room for more of them. So we'll shrink it down and increase the size of the notepad. That should be better. Yeah, and then just the repeated jabs. Most of why I was winning, I think, is just because I was getting away with murder, because it didn't seem like they were used to drive impact stuff yet. And that was the one thing, like I said, I actually got used to pretty fast. Was how to use, like, DI to really scrub kill and shit. I messed up the shimmy. It was a proper shimmy. I just didn't get the punish. So they did their thing. I get a punish. I walk up. I shimmied him. I just pressed the button too late. Oh, and then I actually... So, I should have just done light DP. Because see, what happened here is I noticed that they were, like, so close to burnout. So, like, after this pressure sequence, I was like, oh shit, they're so close. I need to, you know, basically do another thing in order to make them out. But I should have just done light DP. Because it's like, light DP is, for Jury, was like, kind of safe, to be honest. And the one, I just wake up DI. I have no health, I'll wake up DI, do something about it. Because, I mean, they're in burnout, so it's not like they can DI me back. Yeah, honestly, Jury's heavy kick is so good. It is huge. Yeah, Jury's got some really big buttons. So at this point, again, things are still fairly back and forth between us. Wait a minute. There we go, that's a good size. Okay. Oh, what's this? I'm actually waiting and seeing what they're gonna do. Yeah, I'm just like, yeah, see what they're doing, and then I just you know, chose wrong. They do the thing again where they're just buffering drive rush, they get a combo. Now this is a habit that I actually kind of developed mid beta, which is that I will do like button Fuha, and if they blocked it, I'll actually just mash DI. Because most of the time people will be like, oh, they're minus, it's my turn, and then they'll just swing. And if they're not ready for it, they're just gonna get DI'd. I got so many people with that. Because again, you're only minus if you're a bitch. And I decided not to be minus, and I'll just mash DI whenever I'm minus, and I killed so many people. It was too free. Again, because the game's new, nobody knows how to deal with it, so it's going to be very free for probably the first week, at least. To just always mash DI when you're minus. Until they pick up on it. That's one of the things that happened, is I just kept doing that, because at this point, it had never steered me wrong until I like fought higher level players. And then they actually like adapted to it, and just whenever I was minus, they would just sit there and wait, and then I would just DI, and they would DI back, and I would lose. Oh, I don't know why I did EX Fuha there. Not sure if there's a reason. Yep. Yep. Checks out. So I'm trying to think. I think we're a few games in, so I think this might be the start of when I just started floundering. Can't believe that traded there. Just wake up DP. Still got to work on my anti-airs. The biggest thing is, whenever I was anti-airing in the beta, I would honestly just anti-air jab. Which is like, it'll do the job occasionally, but you really do need to be using an actual anti-air button. Like, it's very important. That was the other thing that kept catching me, is that, like, I'm 90% sure you're capable of inputting DI before theirs hits you off of the drive rush overhead, but I'm not sure. This BGM's hella catchy, I won't lie. Thank you! Thank you, this is my Joltte BGM. What was this DP? What am I doing? Yeah, they literally just like hit me with a max range poke, and I'm like, I'm a DP. I don't know what that was, but I deserve what happens to me next. Yeah, like, I deserve this. Yep. Again, I just started using like invincible moves whenever I'm minus, and it looks like the platinum actually just started respecting too much, and I didn't like do the rest of it, because you do that stuff to make them let you take extra turns. But I didn't have proper pressure anyway, so any extra turns I got would have just been like another poke. So that's just like, I feel like that's going to go hand in hand with having an actual proper pressure. Is that like I can steal extra turns afterwards by using the invincible moves or the armored moves to break through. So I'll get used to that once I've got actual pressure, which looks like this is right. Yeah, so this is the gauntlet of losing. We're gonna start Fuha punished by the jump in. Now you see that's exactly what I was talking about. Like that's the adaptation that I'm supposed to be doing, and I do it a few times. But like I DI after I'm minus a lot more than I wait. It's like very skewed. You see like right here, I just do like a minor pressure, I'm minus, I wait, and then I poke again, take another turn. And then this time they decided to actually take their turn because I didn't DI. I didn't use that drive impact. Then yep, doing throws. Drive rush up throw is so good. Because they're always expecting like some kind of button and you just throw their ass. Yeah, like this jury has like real pressure. I'm mostly cheesing my way out of it using like DI, armor, invincibility, or just like really dumb shit. Like bro, calm down, look at this. Alright, so I land a DI. Alright, awesome. Alright, what do? Alright, I run up, I hit the button again, completely whiff it. I hit another button, I DI, I jump, I hit a button, I hit a button, and then they just jump in and kill me. What? I just need to chill the hell out. In neutral. Stop swinging for no reason. Now let's start looking at what I'm doing on Wake Up here. So they do their jump in, get a combo. So I was mashing. Was I mashing? It looks like I was mashing. So that was DP. Oh, I was trying to DP. I just messed it up. I was bad. You know how it is. And alright, well I got him with a Wake Up reversal. Eventually I figured it out. It's one of the other things. I'm gonna have to get better at my my inputs as well. Street Fighter's a lot tighter on timing than a lot of anime games. And that's sort of a part of what makes Street Fighter is that it's a lot more technically like timing based as opposed to like actual sequence. I don't know what that DP was, that was bad. That's me again getting antsy and panicking. Oh, actually patient for once? Joy's light kick is messed up. That move is so huge. For a light button, it goes so far. Yeah, caught him again. I'm minus, I'll mash DI, get owned. Happens a lot. It's very good, to be fair. Yep, that checks out. But to be fair, so again here, on this knockdown, I have 2 stocks. I can just do Fireball and then run up, do my pressure after anyway. And then on this, the same exact thing. I can just use Fireball and walk up behind it. I have 3 stocks. I don't need to save them up for anything. Most of my combos use 1 stock at a time because I'm using basic combos. So like I'm only using around 1 stock at a time. I should just be using the Fireball. Good DI reaction. That one was actually hot, like hella hot. Messed up the input. That was an attempted super. I just got Fuha because I'm bad. So they're in burnout, and they're just kind of like running away. Which is like totally good. Oh, this doesn't actually catch that. I thought yeah, I think I just did it because I was like, I want to know if this will actually catch past the fireball. Now I'm in burnout. And then, yep, see that? Again, Jury Fireball is just so good. I should just be using it all the time. I have no reason not to, right? Especially when I have the extra stock. I sit at 3 stocks so often because most of the combos I use 1 or none. And it's like, more often than not, it's none. So I'm just sitting on these stocks for no reason. I'm just going to put that up here as like a thing, which is use resources when you have them. And that's just sort of like you won't know when you're going to have those kinds of resources or that chance again. So you absolutely just need to use your resources when you got them, I think. What did I do? Oh, I restarted. Where were we? I don't know. I'm just going to assume we were like somewhere over here. One of these replays. This one we already watched? No, it doesn't look like it. Yeah, I think I was starting to realize how strong the fireball is like mid-set here. So I was like using it a lot more often than I had been previously. Because again, this was like in the middle of my journey that happened during the beta. Because again, I was learning a lot during this beta. This is the first time I've really actually like grinded or really played that much of like a Street Fighter game. So I was learning so much like everything from all sides. Yep, wake up DP, the neutral jump beats it, it's so good. I'm poking when minus because you're only minus when you're a bitch, you know how it is. Okay. More poke. That kick over. A lot of very respectful. Yeah, see, and that's the advantage of their pressure sequence, is that, like, I was still just alive. Like, I blocked, and they just kept getting to do pressure, and then, like, we traded because I just mashed. We traded medium kicks a lot. This is a jury thing, I guess. You have the same normals, mirror match thing. Yep, you get the full combo because I was just getting hit. Because that's something I think that added up and why they just kept winning later on, is because all of their things just did more damage whenever they hit me, because they were doing like full proper combos off of an actual full pressure sequence. So like over time, it just took them like maybe 3 or 4 combos to kill me, whereas it took me probably about 5 combos to kill them. So just over time, as they like got used to the way I play neutral and how risky I play, that they were just like, oh, well, I'll just play it safe and I just will always win. Yeah, did the overhead. I'm surprised they mashed there, because that's actually I think it's 0 actually. That's probably good of them. I was thinking about it. I was trying to remember what the stats were from the beta. Because I was pretty sure it's 0 on hit, and then I think it's 0 on drive rush. Yeah, so they really start beating my ass. Some platinum Japanese jury. Yep. This is something that is very Street Fighter 6, I've noticed. Which is, anytime somebody is anywhere close to you, just mash throw. Like, because you'll either tech or throw them. Because there's so many situations, like after a jump in, after a jab, after another throw on wake up, like, throws are so strong in Street Fighter 6 that it's like actually crazy. And again, there's throw loops. Mashing actually won't save you if your opponent is throw looping you. because like they can actually throw you between the button mashes if their timing is good. Yeah, I got reversaled on my plus frames. It'd be like that. Got caught. Again, they're just doing that pressure sequence, and then yeah, after that you can RPS. You're doing a throw, a button, you know, any numbers of things. Low, high. Try to reversal back, get caught. Good tech actually from me. Using my far buttons, good. I was actually playing footsies for a bit. That's good. Because normally it's hard to play footsies when you're just constantly swinging and trying to hold space. You're not actually reacting. That was actually good though that I did do that a bit then. Alright, so we're already slowly improving on the list without having the list out at the time. I'm going to put real anti-airs. And then this is just the getting my ass beat show. Yep, again, that exact same pressure sequence into full combo. Just every time. And that's all they have. And, like, it's beating me to death because they just have it. It's kind of crazy. And then they got me with the drive rush overhead after the DP. Yep. At least for Jury, I think her throw loop was removed. Maybe. I'm not sure. Because I don't know how much we've seen. Because I know that there was the... they got a bunch of like content creators to go out to Capcom headquarters and stuff and like try out characters, right? I didn't actually see if there was like what all was updated for current Jury. Actually, I don't think I checked. If any of them actually checked it. So it's possible that it's gone. I'm not sure. A lot of this, again, you know, the reason I'm not taking like too many direct notes, like even this like Jury wake up meaty one here might be a little too detailed because this is more general stuff since the game itself is actually going to be slightly different when we receive it, but either way. Oh, and Athena, are you also a Jury main? Is that what you're planning to play when the game comes out, or was she just kind of like the one you played in the beta? Making me curious. Yeah, I've got full stocks and I'm still just not using Fireball. Oof. Yep, I just didn't use an actual meaty. These ones should go very fast as I just get 2-0'd, I think, a lot. Because it went from like going even on games and like rounds and stuff to suddenly not winning like any rounds at all. A lot of that just comes down to, again, they have great confirms because they're just doing the same good pressure sequence. I have no pressure. My neutral sucks. Like all of that. Planning on playing everyone when the game comes out, but I played her mostly during the beta. Yeah. Makes sense. I feel like that's going to be a lot of people is because the beta only had so many characters, but there's so many brand new amazing looking characters in the new one that it's like, or in the actual like launch game, that it's going to be really hard to just settle on one. Only reason I am is because, again, I already love the character, and she has pretty much everything I could ever ask for as far as like a character I like gameplay wise, mechanically. She's just super fun, so I have no issues whatsoever just immediately solidifying my main. I'll probably play, again, a few others for fun, like Marissa, Chun-Li, I don't know. Well, we'll try everyone, DJ maybe. Play a whole bunch of characters maybe for fun, or just to like know what they do. But I'm pretty sure Jury's gonna be the only one I actually like grind and really play and lab and get into and stuff. Switch to Chun during the open beta though. Yeah, makes sense. I mean, Chun-Li actually looks really cool, I think. And I think Jury is hot. That's true. That's true. Well, like I said, I like her character. But she is very hot. Marissa and DJ are probably who you're going to start with. Yeah. Checks out. They look really, really cool. Like, DJ is not one I thought I would be interested in, because I don't think I really cared about him whenever I was like looking up Street Fighter characters and stuff. I like saw him in the old games, and he didn't look that interesting. But in this game, he actually looks crazy interesting. And then Marisa, everybody wants to try Marisa, man. She's so cool. Yeah, all my DIs are so readable. I mean, there's not too much that I haven't taken note of by now. Because again, the switch has already happened as far as they're just beating my ass and like I'm just getting owned. So the switch already happened, and now this is just going to be more of the same, I think. For at least a bit, probably. Oh, I'm gonna need light confirms. Light to... Because that's one of those things, it's like, if you jab or like mash a button, you need to be able to confirm that into at least a knockdown, if not damage. That feels like a thing that's very important. Because like, I just got like jab jab, and it's like you can do like jab jab DP, right? And then you get your knockdown pressure that you get from DP. So it's really, really important to have those on deck. Yep. Yep, that checks out. So they burn themselves out for this, and therefore aren't actually able to really push in and take the finishing blow, it looks like. Yep, get in. I have no pressure whatsoever, so I just die. I didn't even have like a proper meaty there. What did I even try to do on Wake Up for that meaty? So like I knocked him down, I dash up, and then I press Light Punch. Okay, so I was probably trying to go for a tick throw, and I just didn't time it right. Yeah, so my meaty timing just actually sucks. That's something to get used to. That's like every game, you have to like get used to whatever the wake up timing is in that game. I still miss all kinds of shit, even in Strive, that I put a lot of hours in. Yep, they just do their combo. Oh, they actually dropped it for once. I started... This is something I like to... I just start copying. If I don't know what's happening, or like they're just beating me, I'll just start doing shit that they do. Even if I don't quite understand why, right? Because obviously, I'm understanding the why now, and like what exactly it does. But like at the time, I would just swing. I would just do what they do, right? So they just did double medium punch into low medium. And then I was like, okay, well off of my wake up, I'll do medium punch, and then I'll just like do DI or something else instead. Even though I actually should have done the low medium punch like they did. And it should have just worked. I'm like Kakashi, the copycat ninja. That is true. That is what I do. If you beat my ass with something, I'm just gonna do it to you. Who do I play in Strive, by the way? I used to play a lot of Soul Bad Guy. I'm sort of like in between right now, because ever since they like changed him, I wouldn't have minded nerfs, but they kind of just changed how he worked. He doesn't feel like the same character as much anymore. So I kind of just jump around. My next closest that I like main is probably Gold Lewis. And then behind that is like, you got your like Jacko, Ramlethal, like characters that I'm really terrible with, but I have fun with. But like my two best are probably Soul and Gold Lewis. Those are the only characters I think I've quote-unquote mained at one point. Again, I'm just swinging in neutral. Okay, there we go. I've realized it. I should calm down. I did an empty jump. Good on me. Wake up DP. So I am adapting. It's just very slow. Right? Because these types of things should have been coming out like 1 or 2 games into getting my ass beat. But I'm pretty sure it's coming in like several games after. Is like a few of these adaptations and me just like, again, Kakashi copying their shit. Here's my anti-air jab, the classic. Doing DI because they're in burnout. I knew they wanted to jump, so I just keep swinging. So this is actually just a timing thing I didn't know on Jury's forward heavy. So I use it, I catch them with it, and then like after the knockdown, I do another, but like both hits whiff and I just get thrown. Because again, I just didn't know the timing. So whenever they're like airborne and get knocked down from that, crazy. Gold Lewis is cool, but his behemoths are too hard for my brain, I say as an Oscar main. Yeah, they're actually really simple once you know what they do. It seems like a lot, but there's only really like 3 or 4 that you're going to use consistently. And then so that's a similar amount to most other characters like special moves anyway. So it's not as bad once you're used to it. Alright, so now, okay. Wasn't able to take advantage of their burnout. They did a good anti-air. Again, I'm just swinging DI. So why not? Oh, I'm on the fireball game. Let's go. They tried to set up their own fireballs because they had no stock. So in order to fight back, they would need their own. So they set it up and I just get a free jump in. That's cool. So I'm actually happy to see that I am adapting. It's just a lot slower than I need it to be. It's like these adaptions should be much faster. And a lot of that's going to come with, of course, experience and once I've played more of this game. Yeah, they're just jabbing. And this is something I unfortunately learned after the beta. Because this is my, like, thing, is I'm like, oh shit, okay, well let me cancel it into the medium one that like, you know, kicks again. And like, that's actually not safe. There's a huge gap there. But I can just cancel into the fireball and it's completely safe. And that's just something I didn't know until after. Which really sucks. I'm just swinging again. I'm just like, oh shit, I'm in burnout. Wake up super. And then they just kill me. Yeah. That checks out. So they got me on that one. Oh, the biggest thing I'm actually really curious about, though, I want to see Juri's alternate costume. I hope to God she's wearing shoes. You see, and this is what I was talking about, the adaptions coming too late, is I realized I'm like, okay, this person is getting away with murder with all these jump-ins and stuff, so I need to, like, start using actual anti-air. So I'm like, okay, the jab, that was bad. I need to use a real one, so I use a real one. And then, like, okay, and then, again, they're just jumping around freely. And then I do it again. This one, I'm not sure if it was bad of me to do it that way, or if it's just because of, like, the way dive kicks work. Instead of using that button, I should be using DP probably. But again, it's just, this should have been happening many games ago, because this guy's been getting away with a lot of jumps for free. Again, at most, I get like a little jab, but I should be doing better. I know I can do better, I just need to actually do it. Yep. Again, great jabs into Fuha. Just poking. Again, I'm just swinging. I mess up the anti-air on that one. I think I did too late. Just swinging, trying. Again, I don't have real pressure. So, like, when I have the advantage, I just swing. And I just hope that it works as a pressure sequence. So I'm like, oh yeah, I'll just do that, into that again, and then maybe the forward one, and then like DI, and then forward heavy kick, I guess, and then like I just didn't have a proper pressure sequence. So I was just swinging and hoping that it was technically pressure. Even though so much of that was so fake. Like looking back on it now, I've like learned things, looking at it in hindsight, checking things out, like all of that was fake as hell. None of that was real. Yep. Hell yeah. Wake up DP right back. Again, I'm just gonna swing. Because to be fair, their reactions to Drive Impact have not been amazing. So I don't feel uncomfortable using it in various places, right? Because it's like, against a good player that is like good against DI, aka most of the crackheads that I fought against, there's a couple of them. They will react to it every time without fail. So you'll just not really use it. But like somebody like this guy, who's like, okay, but he could be better, he would only react to it sometimes. So I was free and happy to still keep using it every so often. Hey, that was a clean jump combo. Punish on the attempted throw. That was good. That was good, actually. I like that. Good on me. That was actually such a good opening sequence. I just needed to cancel it better, I think. So let's see what happened. Because I was like, oh, I'll just go in and I'll use my light kick. Because again, it reaches so far, so even if they like back up, they'll still usually get them. And I'll just do medium kick Fuha as like a low poke from that distance. And that worked good. And then I just continue. I started being like, wait, Shuri's light kick is broken. And I just kept using it repeatedly. See, there's that thing I was talking about. I did medium kick Fuha on block, and I just did DI after. That's how he got most of his DI punishes, is because he just knew I liked to do it after that. And then so like that's just on me. I should just notice that he likes to punish that, and I just like run up and throw or something. Yep, wake up DP. Burned myself out, and I'm dead here because he has level 3. Checks out. Shuri's level 3 is so cool. Dude, honestly, all the supers in Street Fighter 6 are the coolest shit. Like, holy cow. And then that, I believe, is it. That's all I got. So these are the things I need to work on. I need to have light confirms. I need to make sure to use my resources. I need an actual proper pressure sequence. This seems to be the jury one. I need to chill out in neutral. True. I need to be patient. It's okay to wait and see what they do. These two are kind of the same thing, but not quite. Because be patient is like on my pressure and on their pressure when we're like switching turns and stuff. And then whereas in neutral, I just need to switch from always trying to hold ground into sometimes reacting or stealing ground. Use Fireball Oki, especially with that. Honestly, this should probably just say use Fireball. Especially on Oki when RPS is not in my favor. Because honestly, I just need to use the Fireball. Like in neutral, wherever, I just need to use it more. It's actually so good. I think Jury's Fireball is insane. Like, maybe this is because I played Soul and Gold Lewis, where it's like Gunflame is like mediocre, and then like Gold Lewis, it doesn't really have a good projectile. That I'm like, this projectile is insane. It's probably just good. But like having a good projectile is mind-blowing to me because I've never really played a character that has like a really strong one. And then buffering drivers cancel from neutral pokes / pressure strings. And then yeah, I need to use real anti-airs, buttons / DPs. Yeah, alright, so now I have my list of things to work on as the game comes out. Perfect. That's what we wanted. And, well, that's really all I had planned for today. Because today I was just a short thing. Again, I just wanted to do this anyway. And I was like, well, I might as well just put it out there and watch a stream. Maybe some people will enjoy watching me learn or try to, you know, self-analysis. People like that, so I figured I might as well put it up. But I can't really think of anything else I want to do right now. I know a lot of this week is just going to be the Street Fighter 6 waiting room. So there's not going to be too much going on, really. So I might actually just boot up some like random games I've been missing out on or like want to play a bit more until it comes out. I don't know, maybe we'll do some Skullgirls or something. I gotta relearn a lot of my squiggly shit. Thanks for the stream. See you on launch day. Alright, have a good one, Athena. See you then. And, yeah, maybe we'll do some Skullgirls this week, but either way, thank you very much for watching. Make sure to have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll catch you in the next one. This isn't Combo Breaker. This is Street Fighter 6, my dude. Oh, I never changed the end screen. That's okay. We'll get it figured out one day. Professional streamer eventually.